Welcome to another video market update for Southern Utah. The last time I did this format last month, you guys responded positively, so we're gonna keep this format going into the new year. Thank you guys so much for tuning into these. I really do hope it's helpful for those of you who like to keep your eye on the local real estate market. If there's anything I'm not covering or questions you have or just something you'd like to see that's a little different or show differently, let me know so I can make sure these keep getting better. As usual, like we've done before, I'm going to go ahead and put the stats right up here so you can just follow along with everything I'm seeing as I'm kind of diving into these and giving you my thoughts. So without further ado, let's dive into the market stats. First thing we'll talk about, as always, is inventory. Inventory, you guys remember, this month we've really got those numbers to show. Significant holiday inventory reduction took place in the months of November and December. Came all the way down from a high of 1628 down to last month 1470. So that's a pretty significant drop off, about 150, 160 listings. If we look, I ran that hot sheet again just so we could get a look at January and how it's behaving so far before January's numbers really come out. 515 new listings, which is a lot. As of the date of filming, which is not the full month yet, that's impressive. 515 new listings just in January, and that's not even counting the 125 back on market listings. We'd see a lot of those in January. We always do. Temporarily taking their listings off the market for the holiday months. They're going to come back this month, and they did not disappoint. If you include those back on markets, we have a total of 638 listings coming on market this month. 348 pendings really isn't bad, especially if you include the 28 contingent deals. And then expired and canceled, it's iffy whether we can include those in kind of our inventory calculations, just because, for example, if you have an expired listing, it still shows up on this list, even if the agent relists it right away. That does not get a back on market status. It doesn't get a new listing status. And so with all that in mind, I mean, even if we include every expired, canceled, all that, at the least, at this point in the month, we're net 81 positive on inventory, probably more than that, but definitely inventory's popping back up following those holiday months. So let's talk about prices and what those are doing. I mean, really nothing, to be honest. We're seeing extreme price resiliency in our market as we have for most of the past 2 years, just completely flatlined. I mean, last month we reported 505, this month we reported 509. I mean, we've just seen this for the past 2 years. We're going from the high fours, like 475, 485, up to the mid fives, like 550. We've been bouncing around in that range for all of the last 2 years, ever since rates went up back in 2022. Medians basically staying the same. And it's interesting because we have this price resiliency despite the interest rates. Let's take a look at interest rates. This is according to mortgagenewsdaily.com. They're one of my favorite sources for mortgage rate information. I like reading their articles and their predictions. You see, we're still having right around 7%, which has been the case with the exception of September, where rates went down to closer to 6, and we saw a real spike in activity that month. But ever since, it's been around 7. There's not really any predictions that that's going to wildly change anytime soon. We had the presidential inauguration happen, and some people think maybe that's going to move the markets. Nothing has really happened there. But it is interesting to me that despite mortgage rates maintaining 7%, our median price just isn't coming down. There's people want to live here in Southern Utah. Potentially tells me that there's a lot of buyer optimism out there. There are more buyers buying this time of year right now than there were last year or the year before. Inventory is up about 19%, but the rate of sales, pending sales, is up about 13% year over year, which is pretty cool. Days on market, nothing too crazy there. We're seeing an average of 79, where the median's at 53. Now that's significantly higher than it's been. I mean, it took us a while to get out of the 30s. We've been in, you see a year ago, that median days on market was 36 days. Today, again, 53. And really, it's just been these past couple of months where we've seen that really jump up out of kind of the 1.5 month range, closer to the 2 month range to sell a home. That about does it for market stats today. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing another video about how the incoming Trump administration could potentially be impacting the real estate market, what some of the predictions are, how that might apply specifically to real estate. So stay tuned for that. Again, I really hope these are helpful to you guys and that this is good information. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover in greater detail. If you have any questions, reach out to me directly. I'll stick my number up there for you. Give me a call, shoot me a text anytime, and I'll see you next time.